So my husband and I had taken our 3-year-old son and our 2 dogs around the block in our Winter Park neighborhood around Lake Sylvan. And when we turned the corner to come back, we saw that 30 extremely aggressive protesters had positioned themselves on the narrow sidewalk between us and our home. And as we were just walking to our front door, they were screaming at us, intimidating and threatening in their demeanor. Scared my son until we got into our home. And that's certainly the most aggressive. This is not the only way that they've targeted me, but that was certainly the most violating and intrusive bullying that I've experienced. Well, I think that the question about how the police are supposed to interact, how the police are supposed to be positioned to protect my family, is an important one, because it really speaks to the need for this ordinance. Because without the ordinance, what the police had to do is, essentially tell these folks that they could stand on the sidewalk. And of course, if you've ever seen my house, you would know that allowing these folks to stand on the sidewalk and yell into my front door basically puts my family in a position of really being trapped. I don't think that going to someone's house and scaring their family is peaceful, and I think that that's been made pretty clear, and I think that the support of the community illustrates that. That folks roundly disagree with ideological bullying on someone's doorstep. I think that there's something fundamentally sacred about someone's home and about their family. I think one of the things that's come out of this for me is a real anger that the women who come to our health centers are sometimes subjected to this kind of ugliness. That the women who turn to Planned Parenthood because they need access to quality, affordable health care, like a breast exam, like a cervical cancer screening, like a pack of birth control pills, that they sometimes walk through our doors and are subjected to that kind of ugliness, and that their families are subjected to that. Many of the women who come to Planned Parenthood bring their children with them to these appointments because they're single moms, or because they have a difficult childcare arrangement, or because this is just one of many errands on a list that's very long as a mom. And so, imagining the way that I know these folks target our patients, imagining that impact on their family is pretty sickening. I think that the commissioners who have reached out to me have shown quite a bit of compassion and support for my family and for my family's right to safety, which has been comforting to know that the city of Winter Park is acting in a way that is so responsive and so quick. It's been a really affirming experience. Just really affirms my decision to live in Winter Park. Winter Park is not only a beautiful place to live, but it's also a caring place to live. It's a place where neighbors take care of each other and help each other, and that's been my experience with this commission. And the fact that a group of out-of-town bullies came to our commission to be heard and to assert their right to continue to harass me, I will say has been roundly condemned by my community and by some of the commissioners as well.